Dale worked in the major leagues for 32 years, ended his career 2 years before retirement because he sustained what I believe was his 4th concussion. Every plate presentation that we make here, we do something on the safe zones. So when Brian or Alex or Chris or anybody talks to you about being in the slot, there's a functionality to that, but there's also a safety component. This is obviously important to everybody in this room. You guys have families, you have wives, you have jobs. So as important as it is, it's not more important than your health. And concussions in baseball are a very real problem. So when we talk about staying in the slot, understand that it's not all about getting pitches right. It's also about safety. So we're going to play this video, and I think it's very compelling from a guy who really, had something serious happen to him and ended his career. Everybody thinks that we talk about being in the slot is just about seeing the outside corner and keeping the catcher's head away from us. Can you speak to the very real issue that's going on out there with concussions with umpires, and that getting in the slot helps?
I could be the expert on concussions right now.
I mean, let's be honest. My saying when I talk to groups, if I had as much luck with Powerball as I did with concussions, I'd be very rich right now. Okay? Your head positioning behind the plate is extremely important. If you're properly in the slot, not only are you going to have the best shot of seeing the pitch between the hitter and the catcher and that, but you're also out of the danger zone of those foul balls. Now let's preface this by saying you can get hit anywhere, and you could be try the safest thing you could possibly do, but if the ball's going to find you, it's going to find you. But you can give you a much higher percentage of not getting hit or getting those tough concussion hits if you have the right placement of your head. We have in every major league locker room, it shows an umpire taking a pitch, and there's a green zone, a yellow zone, a red zone, and a blue zone. Green is where you want to be with the highest percentage of not getting hit from the foul back. And a lot of times when you're in that good position, you'll hear, sometimes it'll go right by you. You're over another inch and a half, that thing hits you, right? So, I mean, the yellow zone is now you're getting a little bit too much over the catcher's head, maybe too much over his shoulder, so to speak. And you're getting in a zone that's going to have a higher percentage of you getting hit. The red zone is basically over the catcher's head. Worst place, well, not worst place, but one of the worst places you can be, because it's going to be, and ironically, back when the American League used the balloon years ago, the position was right over the catcher's head, and you're protected with the balloon, but you're still taking the shots, right? And then the blue is you never ever go to the other side of the batter. If the catcher's crowding you and the hitter's crowding the plate, it's not fun. It's not easy. You got to try to find that spot, but don't go to the other side, because that is the worst place you can be, and that is the highest percentage of where you're going to take a shot, right? That's going to do some damage. So yes, that is very important. Not only for seeing the pitch, which is our job, but also for staying out of those high percentage areas where you could definitely take one that quite frankly could end your career.